Was I supposed to say 0?
No, we're up now. You're so
All
silly,
right.
Tim.
Welcome,
Sometimes.
everyone. Oh, we're being silly. Sorry for the delay in getting on here. Experiencing some streamer lag, some streamer. Uh, we're figuring it all out a little bit, you could say.
We're figuring a
So,
lot out.
so sorry for the delay and the technical issues, but welcome. We are the Cast Gamers here to play some Teenage Nightmare with you. Super excited to play this game and have y'all hang out with us. So, Teenage Nightmare. First we originally played this game as part of Tags, and you know what? I'm gonna kick it over to Laura real quick for the Tags pitch. She can describe it better than I can.
Oh,
No
So-
I don't know
pressure.
about that. That was Sway's jam, but Tags is the therapeutic and applied geeking gaming summit that was held in April. You can still get media passes at Tag Summit, TAGG Summit at .org, and it's a whole bunch of cool people doing professionals using geeky gaming stuff in their whatever way they use it, whether it's therapy, spiritual work, occupational therapy. We had a speech therapist, we had teachers, all kinds of people.
You had it all.
We had it all. Maybe not all. There's room to grow next year.
We didn't have any socks.
We did not have any
No
socks.
socks.
I was
Like,
wearing
the
socks.
There I believe we're still talking about getting some Tags merch going. And we're gonna start planning next year's summit soon because it was so amazing.
socks.
So for $40 you can get a media pass and get access to all the things, including our panel that we did on belonging outside belonging games. That is episode 1 of this game we're about to play.
Indeed.
Yes. Thank you, Laura. See, I told you you could do that much better than me. You had
All
Sure.
those years of podcasting.
yeah, always have confidence in yourself.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So we are the Cast Gamers. We're a community of multidisciplined people in the helping professions, and we're here to share with you some of our games that we've been playing and that we're excited about, and talk about some therapeutic and applied
Uses.
applications of some of these games. Yeah. So, but we want to jump into playing as quickly as possible. We talked a little bit more last week. If you want to catch anything that we talked about last week, the video is up on YouTube. Search Cast Gamers and you can find the video up there. All of our videos will be up on YouTube on Cast Gamers. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Kayla?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
And so this game is Teenage Nightmare. If you're looking for this game to play, you can't quite yet. We're playing a playtest version of Teenage Nightmare, which is a belonging outside belonging version of Monster Hearts, basically, or Monster Hearts 2, the second version by Avery Adler. And there you go. Menachem
love
is
us,
showing
Avery
us a
Adler.
copy of Monster Hearts. Mine is a little further behind me on the shelf here. So you can check out Avery Adler's website at oh god, I'm gonna screw it up. I don't have it open in front of me.
I believe it's Buried Without Ceremony.
Buried Without Ceremony. I know it was Buried in Ceremony were in it. Buried Without Ceremony is the website if you want to check out any of Avery's games. We do not get any sort of kickback for any of these promotions. We just like promoting games and game designers that we enjoy and that they could do and we think are doing great work and have some really interesting games that really bring out the emotional aspects sometimes of gaming and characters and help us create characters that we love playing and that we just love in general. So if you're looking for any of that, we're also playing a couple playbooks in this game that are our own creation, or we adapted from Monster Heart playbooks as well. And we'll talk about that a little bit as we get into some of our introductions. But Belonging Outside Belonging games, well, Teenage Nightmare being a Belonging Outside Belonging game, if you're not aware, is a GM-less game. So we will share some of the GM duties in this as we pick up different settings and different elements within the game. And yeah, we'll kind of work together collaboratively to tell a story. So this game is kind of, what is it? Teenage, what's the tagline for Monster Hearts? I'm forgetting it right now. Malcolm, do you have the book there?
A game about the messy lives of teenage monsters.
There you go. So we are playing Teenage Monsters, although I might be the only one who is like the non-monster character in this game.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
You're a monster in your own way.
Well, that's
Ooh.
possibly true. Possibly true. So that is a little bit about our game. We have some safety tools in place. We always like to talk about safety tools at the beginning of our games. We use the X card in our games, as Menachem is again holding up. I have one here. Anyone can hold up an X card at any time if you're not comfortable with the content, or put your arms in an X, make a signal. Again, if you're not comfortable with saying it on the stream, you can always do it in the chat, so that we as players will know about it in the in our private chat over here. We also use lines and veils within our games. So we have a few different lines and veils that we pre-set up for in this game that we wanted to, especially at the time that we did this first stream, I feel like, of the game, we had a number of different things going on as players. And we kind of decided that we wanted to make a society that was kind of open and supportive, but also dealing with its issues. But we wanted to shy away from certain content as well on that. So let me see here. I'm gonna pull up a list of the lines and veils, and let me know. And we can modify these or talk about these things if we want. I'm not sure if I have the most updated list here that I'm looking at, but so we have for lines. So lines are hard nose. We do not include these in our game. We don't really kind of allude to them either. So we have for lines is no suicide, no police brutality, no fentanyl or drug overdoses we put into this game. No homophobia, racism, sexism, police brutality. We have police brutality on this list twice. I apologize. Or child abuse.
Really, no police brutality. Really,
Yeah.
no.
Again, this was one thing that came up, I think, as we were developing this. We really didn't want police brutality in this game. And one of the setting elements is the authorities in this. So it's something that could come up of, you know, the authorities using brutality as a means, but we decided we would use other aspects of the way that the authorities would exert their power, maybe attempt to exert their power over us as teenagers. And then veils, we have rape scenes and torture. Is that correct? Do I have that correct of how we set everything up?
I think so, yeah.
Did anybody have anything else? Okay. So those are our lines and veils for this game. Veils, I described the lines, I didn't describe the veils. The veils are things that kind of happen off scene, that are not anything that we play out. It kind of will fade to black, and we know that it's there as characters, but we don't actively engage with it. So, with all of that being said, let's jump into some introductions. And I'm thinking that we'll do kind of a combo introductions as we'll go around, we'll introduce ourselves as players, who we are, and then our characters. So as we mentioned, we had previously created characters in this game. We had done like a session 1 already. So we're going to kind of pick up after kind of a bit of a cliffhanger scene. And we've already started to flesh out some of these characters and what's happened. And we'll get a recap of what happened last time after our introductions. But let's start with Tim. Tim, you want to go first?
Absolutely. Timothy Grant. I am the program director at Gaming Approaches Start Education, where I help run therapeutic gaming groups. I am a game designer working on Venture Village, a game for kids, and a big old nerd. So I am playing Crow Lancaster, pronouns they, them. I am the playbook The Witch. I am 16. My tell is a strange amulet that glows. My eyes are calculating. I was taught magic by my grandmother. Her name is Edith Lancaster. I wear lots of bracelets and my necklace. I have countless pockets. I wear a black hoodie, and I had a long overcoat that I gave to another player for certain reasons we'll get into later. My magical powers as a witch are I can cause strange hallucinations, I can bind people from doing harm, and I can commune with the court of fairies. Crow is a bit of a loner, but he does appreciate the friends that he has. And Crow is a friend of Menachem. It's been a long time. What is your character's name?
Chloe.
Chloe. I am friends with Chloe. Chloe, Menachem will tell you about shortly, but I saved Chloe along with my grandmother in an accident that they were in. And I have a connection with Callie, who I have stolen a stylus from Callie, and they are very suspicious that I am the one who stole it from them.
I think we figured it out in our last game.
I think so too. I was not sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I also have a connection with Enid. Enid will tell you about herself in a minute, but I have caught the eye of Enid, and Enid admires how I can own a room, pretty much everyone's attention in a room, and then just blend in afterwards, like if I was just a wallflower. Enid knows of a portal that leads where the living go when they die, and I'm very interested in that. So I'm constantly looking for a way to ask for that, to know where that is.
Bro, you're so goth.
Like, whatever. That is Crow.
Let's I'm gonna go to Enid next, or to Neil, if you want to Oh,
Hello?
there you go. We got you.
Okay, for some reason my mic was off, but it's now on. Okay, great. So my name is Tennille, and I'm a licensed professional clinical counselor in California. And I am also the owner of Journey, and it's basically my own private practice where I do group therapy. with just adults in the LGBTQ community. So yeah, so that's a wonderful thing. And I'll probably pop in my website in there at some point. I play Enid. Enid Roxbury, pronouns she, her. And Enid is the playbook is called The Dead. She died when she was 15 last year during winter break. So basically, I'm playing a ghost. Um, Enid Enid died in a tragic accident. Um, Whatever happened, her body was never found. When she was alive, she was very quiet and shy, but she was really into drawing and mathematics, and watching certain anime series. Her tell is she has a distinct odor of pencils or colored pencils. There's sometimes paints or even marker. And she's described as pained brown eyes. She wears all white clothes, typically a white dress, and wears her long brown hair free and loose. Her abilities are described as hungers. She hungers for closure and answers from those who knew her. Um, and she also has a hunger for someone who will witness and pity her suffering. She has a relationship with Chloe. Chloe knows all the information of how she passed away. And in our first scene, um, actually, Chloe shared that with Lucian, so Lucian knows that too. Um, Let me see, what else should I say? She also has a relationship with Crow, and Crow kind of explained that a little bit. Um, she they are curious about her and about the other side. um and also she tutored Alex when she was alive. She tutored him. She was his math tutor for a while, but she passed away before the math exam. And yeah, so that'll come into play at some point. And you guys will learn about Alex at some point. And I think that's it for Enid.
All right. Let's jump over to Lucian or Kayla. Oh, big.
Oh yeah. My name is Kayla. I play Lucian Hester. They them pronouns. Lucian is the serpentine. Basically a snake. I created this. So I adapted. I didn't. I adapted the serpentine playbook from its Monster Heart playbook. That was something that I did leading up to tags. Let's see. Lucian is 16, but is older than 16. They live with their nest, and there's like a maternal matriarch figure that kind of runs this nest. It is a in its kind of human representation. It is a biker gang, and they own the Serpent's Nest Bar and Grill. Uh, the matriarchs of the nest have been around for a long time. Are good friends with Chloe, so Lucian knows Chloe pretty well. Um, One thing about Lucian is they don't really know or kind of fully understand how to be human, but they also don't necessarily like want to follow in their family footsteps. So they in tech class they sit next to Callie and often ask Callie very interesting questions, just about life and how to interact in the world. Um, let's see. So Lucian has a motorcycle, and kind of a typical like biker gang type of vibe. Yeah, I think that's it for now.
All right. Let's jump over to Menachem and Chloe.
Hi, my name is Menachem Cohen. I am a spiritual director, and a lot of my work is in the design and use of role-playing games for spiritual growth, exploration, and healing. I hang out with these geeky therapist types because there's not a lot of people doing this work, so I'm hanging out with you all because your work's adjacent to mine. This game, I am playing Chloe, who is a 6,000-year-old vampire from the Americas. And I came up with the name Chloe because I've lived in this town since it was formed about 300 years ago as different relatives, members of my family. And I was here 10 years ago as my cousin. And first day of class when I came back as Chloe, as me, I had forgotten to make a new name. So in class, teacher asked my name. I said, "Oh, Chloe, that's a good name, right?"
Great name.
So I do know one of Lucien's parents because they're really old, and it's nice to have long-lived friends when you live 6,000 years. My tell is a classic vampire one. I can only come in by invite only. I have thirsty eyes, and I'm also pretty much a 90s slacker. I wear a red headband. It's not full bandana, the headband, and a black trench coat most of the time. And I have heightened supernatural senses and uncanny speed. So in addition to my relationship with Lucien's mother, I've grown close to Lucien. Crow mentioned saving my life. I'm one of the people who has always been able to see Enid, in addition to knowing all the facts about, or knowing many of the facts about her death. I have not been able to catch, well, it wasn't until last time able to find the person who, oh no, take that back. Sorry. I did dispatch of the person who killed Enid, and that's why we were surprised when he showed up again. I'm in a fuck it all stage of life. Kind of, what's the point? Not suicidal, because that's not what I wanted and a line that we have in this game, but I'm just kind of like, whatever, until the current crisis erupted, and I'm now a little more concerned about things.
That fuck it all attitude that you get into around age, 5,632, right?
It's just a phase.
Every several hundred years.
Every several hundred years.
All right. Laura, would you like to tell us about yourself and Callie?
Sure. I'm Laura. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist in California. I don't see couples or families. I work with individuals primarily in the geek and LGBTQ populations. I am also the chief clinical advisor at Geek Therapy. We have a bunch of podcasts where we talk about geeky stuff and how it relates to mental health and how we can better connect with each other. I am playing Callie Welch, the werewolf, who is probably the closest thing we have to normal in this group, except that she got bit by a wolf and became a werewolf. I'll go through. So she got bitten by a wolf. Her tell is animals panic when they're around her, and that makes her very sad because she loves animals. She has wild eyes. She wears flannel and ripped jeans. Usually has some kind of tablet with her. Used to have her stylus with her until somebody stole it. She can transform into a gigantic, majestic wolf. And when she sees the moon, her attitude towards it is it waxes, it wanes. It's not a big deal. It just happens. Her relationships with others. She's very suspicious of Crow because Crow stole her stylus. That was her prized stylus. she's very into technology and coding and always trying to do stuff with electronics, and that was her favorite, and she's very upset about that. But she is thankful for the outfit, for the jacket. She is friends with with Alex's best friend, so is kind of on the outskirts of Alex's group, and is Lucian's barometer for what normal is, which makes for some interesting and awkward interactions.
Yeah, I think there we ended up on the floor on top of each other. Like
Yeah.
in the very first scene.
That was
In
great.
the very first scene. Mhm.
That was
What are you
awesome.
doing?
At all.
Watch out! Yeah. Mhm.
Not awkward
And
at
then
all.
in our last scene, she's wearing nothing but Crow's
Nothing
jacket.
until you get the jacket.
Until you get Crow's jacket.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mhm.
Really appreciate that the werewolves in our games actually lose their clothes when they transform.
There's like a whole move for it, man.
Mhm.
I mean, it just makes sense. Like, where would the clothes go? Like when
I
you
mean,
turn
I
back
feel
to human,
like-
suddenly clothes come on. Like, I don't like that. Just doesn't make sense in my
I feel
brain.
like Callie would like stash clothes places, but maybe we just weren't where the clothes were. Plus, the
mean-
jacket was right there.
We were in a forest consulting with some fairies, so
Weird stuff was going
Yeah,
on.
weird things
Weird
in this
stuff.
town. But yeah, that's about it. Callie is Callie.
All right. And my name's Dustin. I am a case manager and substance abuse specialist. My expertise is more in the field of addiction and substance abuse treatment. I am playing Alex Price the Third, or Alexander Price the Third. I go by Alex, he, him pronouns. And I am playing the Queen playbook, one that we adapted specifically for our game of Teenage Nightmare. So Kayla and I both together worked on trying to adapt these playbooks because we wanted to play something a little different than what we had in the play kits and the play tests. And in particular for myself, and some discussions leading up to this game before we played it for the first time, decided to play a character that would be the complete opposite of myself in high school and as a teenager. So if I seem a little awkward, it's because I was awkward in high school and I'm awkward playing a character who's popular also, it turns out. So I'm doing my best with that. So I am playing the Queen. I am the son of a politician, a former senator, and kind of being groomed to go into politics myself. However, I'm finding that my politics are different than my parents. So it's kind of leading to some interesting dynamics for myself. While myself as a player, Dustin, is terrible at social media and doesn't know how it works, Alex is really good at it. And he may or may not have some secret accounts to dish some gosh on people. You know what I'm saying? So, and he has a crew, his gang of 3 other members, loyal friends who are usually by his side. Cass, my best friend, she, her pronouns. We've been best friends since childhood. She's an artist, graphic designer, and good friends with Callie, or at least friends with Callie. I don't know if it's been established how good friends, but friends with Callie. She's also, and Alex is also class president as well, of course, as you do, you got to groom yourself for, a good school and politics and all of that stuff. So she's helped me with my campaign flyers and all of that. Reginald, or Reggie, everybody calls him Reggie. His parents are one of the secret billionaire families within town here. And as you get to know our town, Appleseed Valley, we'll learn a little bit more about the dynamics of what's going on in our town. And then Cameron Mac Attack McAllister. Everyone calls him Mac Attack. His parents
Mac
own a diner in town, and that's kind of where we tend to hang out. We have a booth that we like to hang out there. He's also an all-star sports athlete, playing on the soccer and baseball team. And that's kind of my crew and my posse, my gang, if you will. And some of my moves that I have as a playbook relates to my gang, and being able to exert influence. So rather than like, I think of the Queen a lot as like, I think of the like Mean Girls or Clueless tropes, right? Some of those 90s movies of like the classic Mean Girls movies, and the Queen characters. I'm kind of playing, I've decided to play Alex a little more as a privileged kid. He comes from money, never had to really stress about money in his life. Again, different than myself growing up. So wanted to play something a little different, opposite of my own lived experience. But kind of comes from privilege in that way, and others. And he's I think of him as a bit clueless in that way, but also loyal to his friends, but concerned about. I think one of his biggest fears is ever being like, what would it be to just be completely alone and by yourself? So, yeah, so that's Alex, and we'll learn more through play. As I say, we will play to find out more about our characters. So, with that introduction of our characters, I'm going to kick it over to Neil now to give you a little recap of our last episode. And then I think from there, we can just jump into our first scene, picking up where we left off last time.
Fantastic. All right, so Appleseed Valley is a small community nestled near the mountains in the north central region of Appalachia. The town is most well known for its mysterious billionaires who pay their fair share of taxes and help the community. There's a rowdy biker gang called the Gliding Pythons, and a young student that went missing last year has many of the parents concerned. While there was a funeral for this student, she has yet to be found and there have been reports of other mysterious happenings. The first scene began in the computer classroom. When Enid entered, she tells Chloe that something bad is going to happen. The other characters do not hear this. And then the janitor that died walks past the room in the hallway. They hear the sound of students in shock about this. Chloe then tells Lucian how Enid died, and Lucian decides to stare into the abyss. They see vampiric creatures. Enid projects her fear onto Alex, who reacts by freaking out in class. The group make their way into the hallway to learn what's going on. And then the group goes downstairs at the school and find a portal that the janitor is trying to open. Chloe rips his throat out, and his blood activates the portal. And this unlocks the change. Everyone turns into their monster forms, and Alex, the mortal, breaks down, unsure of what to think about all of these creatures. Enid reveals herself to Alex. He can see her now, and everyone else can too. And she tells him of how she was hurt. Enid urges Alex to help the group and tells him that the group needs him for what is coming next. He agrees to join the group, and the plan is to meet at Crow's home. During the time when everyone turned into monster, Callie turned into a werewolf, along with everyone turning into their monstrous self, and she ran off into the forest, freaked out by all of the monsters in the school. Crow and Enid decide to go into the forest to meet with the fairy court and also to find Callie. Crow asks the fairy to help them find Callie, and then Callie arrives in wolf form and turns into a human, completely naked. And Crow offers their jacket so that Callie can hide herself from exposure.
It was interesting.
Yes,
It was.
It was a time.
It's very
It's
interesting.
okay. Grandma's gonna have some clothes.
That's great.
Mhm.
Very fashionable.
While talking to the fairies, Crow also learns that he must work with Alex in order to find Enid's body, which is located in the mysterious mines. This is something, of course, that he tries to fight against because I don't think they naturally get along with Alex, but they take it in. Let's see. And then everyone eventually meets at Crow's home where Crow's grandma lives. She greets us at the door, and the line we hear is, "Hello, everyone. We have work to do." I don't know if I left anything out.
I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So we pick it up at
At
Grandma
grandma's
Crow's.
house.
Yep.
Over the river and through the woods.
To grandma's house we go.
That's right.
Kind of what we did.
Who wants to kick this off? I mean, who's here? Is everyone here currently?
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
all there.
thi-
Yeah.
I think we all regrouped at Grandma Crow's.
Yep.
I'm calling her Grandma Crow for now, by the way.
I mean, that's what I call
Alright.
her.
I think Alex had shown up. And I think I've decided that I have one member of my crew with me, not all of them.
Who is with you?
Mac Attack.
Mac Attack. How'd you convince Mac Attack to come?
I mean, I don't need to convince anyone in my gang to come. They follow me because I'm fucking important, okay?
I guess we'll start there.
Okay.
Chloe's standing by the door outside.
Oh, that's
You
right.
were invited in. You got invited in.
Okay, I'll make sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to see you, Edith.
Oh, thanks.
Wish it was under better circumstances.
Yeah. Remember what I said earlier today? Something bad is going to happen.
Oh, I
It's
think
already happening.
I think Crow was talking to, or Crow, are you talking? Or I'm sorry, not Crow,
Chloe.
Chloe.
We got too many confusing names here. We got a Crow, a Callie, a Chloe.
Yeah. Are you talking to Enid or Edith? Because we
Edith.
also have
Sorry,
those.
I say to Crow's grandmother.
Oh,
Yes,
I thought
yeah.
you were talking to Enid. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. That's
Yeah,
We'll just call her Grandma. Just to make it easy.
good to see you, Grandma.
I'm going to Crow's going to look at Alex and say, who invited him? And I'm pointing like past you to Mac Attack.
Are you asking me, dude, or you just gonna point like that?
Well, I just asked who invited him.
He's with me.
All right.
I figured whatever the fuck is going on in this town, we're gonna need some muscle. So
Crow kind of like gives you like side eye and walks inside and just kind of like waves you in. So
Callie's gonna follow in and ask Grandma for some clothes.
She's already on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
What
like-
kind of clothes does she come with?
Right? Oh, I don't.
It's like Grandma knew that we were coming, right? Like
yeah,
Mhm.
Grandma knew.
it's foretold or something. Like
Yeah.
So remember,
Grandma,
Grandma's
Wait.
a witch too.
yeah, but she's been like waiting for us all to gather together or something.
so Grandma brings out like some 70s bell bottoms,
Flannels, a flannel.
and a flannel.
And a flannel.
Yeah, and a flannel. So you feel comfortable.
I guess this works. I'm gonna go get changed.
So I know this is awkward and all, but what are we gonna do?
Doesn't your grandma know what we're supposed to do?
Can I, Crow, as I like look around, I'm assuming like where are we in Grandma's house? Where your house? I guess.
So yeah, this is my house too. We're in the living room,
Okay.
and this is a very odd living room.
Yeah. What's like I'm curious what like Alex
So-
is looking around like kind of taking it in, trying to get a sense of what's going on here.
So there's a couch with a blanket on it, like over it, that is a knitted blanket. Has a bunch of weird markings all over the blanket and like knitted into it. The couch looks like it hasn't been sit in for probably like 20 years because it's just full of dust. There's just knickknacks everywhere, like strange looking things. Some look like they're made of clay. There's just weird stuff everywhere. There's jars of liquid that are just weird colors. There's just strange stuff in this house.
This is the most normal looking room.
Yeah, this is probably the most normal looking room.
Is there a deck of tarot cards somewhere?
Absolutely.
All right, Alex is gonna pick it up and kind of walk over to Grandma with it.
Who is playing Grandma? Because I don't think I could play Grandma and myself.
It's
No.
the family. It'll be the family.
Well, that's right. We're gonna have the
It's gonna be the family.
family life come into play here also, since we're in your home, right?
Mhm.
I am going to use a regular move and stare at someone without blinking. I'm going to, like, while Alex does this, I'm just going to stare without blinking
At who?
at Alex.
Great. Yeah, this is. I'm interested. Like Alex is. You get the sense like Alex is like genuinely interested in some of this, but he also doesn't like. There's been information overload a bit today, also, but he does feel this need to try and make some sense of all of it.
Mm-hmm. So I am holding the family life setting.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I remember you actually saying the line of "We've got."
Yeah, I
work to
did.
do."
Yeah, I was the one that said the line.
I'm gonna
I don't have.
pull a weak move, and I'm gonna threaten Alex.
Oh,
Oh.
You better put that back.
Grandma's gonna say, "Honey, it's okay," and he's gonna like pat.
No,
your
he
hand.
didn't ask.
He's supposed to be here. It's okay. And Grandma's gonna look at Alex and.
But what about him? He's pointing at Mac Attack.
Yo, you asked me to come in. You waved. That's like permission, dude.
Chloe laughs a little bit, chuckles.
I gave you permission.
Yo, you have a problem here, man?
Well, I don't know him that well.
Oh, like you know
Grandma.
me, like you know,
Grandma, can the Mac
you
attack be
pulled
here?
earlier in class. I don't know
Uh,
what the hell you did. Cast some spell on me or some shit?
Grandma's gonna tell Crow that it's okay, and it's gonna just sit down. We've got a lot to discuss.
I'm just gonna like lean up against the wall and just like just watch wherever Alex goes.
I've picked up this deck. Right, and I've walked over to your grandmother and I've just handed it to her.
She'll take the deck, and then she's
You
gonna
don't
ask
know.
you,
You don't know what you're playing with.
Crow, it's okay.
I'm sorry. Then why don't you show me, Crow? I was, gonna ask your grandmother for a little help here, but I mean, if you know it all, then by all means.
I take the.
I give you. I
take the
ruffle your
deck.
hair like a little kid. Go for it. Go for it, Crow.
I take the deck, and I'm gonna use a strong move of cast a perfect spell, and I'm gonna like start like no one else sees this but Alex. I start like moving my hands in front of like the deck that I'm holding, and the cards start to like uh lift up into the air, like spinning in a circle, and they start like flying at him. Like if it was like imagine like Gambit throwing cards at someone, like that's what you see flying at you.
Crow, enough. And Grandma's gonna like snap her fingers.
It is
And
just a hallucination, but that's what you see.
you started a hallucination. You're just like taunting.
For once, oh yeah, by the way, we decided in this game that Kayla and I weren't going to be adversaries for once. So apparently I'm adversary.
Now it's
I
Tim.
mean, Tim's going pretty
I don't
hard.
always end up with an adversary like relationship with one of the other
Good
players.
question.
Laura, I feel like you're always just like friends with everybody with like the characters you make, and somehow like I just like annoy people.
So what was Grandma saying to me?
Grandma's gonna one of the two desires for family life is obedience, and so Grandma is going to like become quite stern, and is going to demand that you sit down and you stop playing with Alex.
I'm gonna just like release like the spell that I was working on, and I just kind of like look at him and just pull a chair from the kitchen into the living room, and I sit down.
Thank you. Grandma's gonna look at Alex and say, "What do you want from the cards?"
I don't know. I've never been much of a believer, I guess, but I want to believe. It's been a lot today. I just could use a little guidance on what I'm supposed to do here.
Okay. Trying to think how we I don't know how to do tarot cards, so
Make it till you make it.
Yep.
Well, I have a deck here, so we can.
Who's got the abyss?
Yeah, well, so that's what I was saying.
I have the abyss.
Wondering if that would so. I'm wondering if using tarot cards would be more gazing in the abyss. But Grandma will is going to sit down with you, and beckons you to the table, and is going to ask you to close your eyes, and then she's going to shuffle the cards and lay them out. And now I think it's the abyss is going to be in play.
What's the first card that's turned over? Is that the Fool? What is that?
Nope.
I can't see the name.
2 of Pentacles.
You hear like a voice. There are 2 choices you can take. 1, bring them to the tower. Or for power. Power unlike anything that you know. Or you can die with the rest of them.
Jesus.
Around the edge of your vision, Alex, you see some of these similar monstrous shapes that they don't know that, but you see these monstrous shapes kind of lurking in the shadows. The nefarious ones have made a brief appearance.
We just like killing our characters.
Damn.
Do the nefarious ones take over here?
No, they're just,
That's what he sees.
yeah.
Gotcha. So you hear this voice like giving you like offerings. Only one of them sound enticing. I'm assuming death is not an option for you. How do you respond to like these visions that you're having? Or it's not even a vision, it's really you're just like staring into like almost like nothingness and you hear these voices.
I'm just gonna listen to it. Like, I know Mac's there. I know Mac's got my back. I know Crow sure as heck doesn't, but I know Mac does. So I'm kind of going through it right now.
You start seeing visions of a vampire feeding. You see a woman be killed. You see a giant wolf howling into the night. You see a pack of like serpents, all like serpentine
We're giant
people.
snakes.
Giant snakes, that's what you are? I thought you were like serpentine people.
In our full form, it's like giant snakes.
Okay.
Remember,
So you see,
I like went into full form and literally a giant
that's right.
snake slithered home.
You see up like I don't know what a group of snakes are called, so I'm gonna call them a pack. A pack of snakes like cornering someone. You don't know who it is. It's like a dark figure. You just see a bunch of like these monstrous like creatures doing things that look wrong to you. What do you do?
So Alex keeps his eyes closed, but like maybe like you guys see him like with his eyes closed. He's like,
I told him he didn't know what he was doing.
all right, next card. We have the Knight of Swords. Or
The Knight of Swords.
so reading in my book, this has to do with so it says, I like what it says here. It takes a great man not to just fight evil, but to assume it, divert it, and use it for good. There's more, but we'll go with that.
I like the idea that you start.
Oh no, wait, sorry. Actually, that's actually the next card I draw coincidentally. The King of Swords. The Knight of Swords is Focused only on achieving victory, he neglects empathy, compassion, and restraint.
I think it feeds further into, you see more darkness and you see more people, you see people dying. And you see in your vision, you start to see people dying that you know. One of them being Mac Attack. It's like a vision of something that may come to pass.
And then we have the King of Swords. I drew these randomly, by the way. The fact that I read the King of Swords and then actually drew it is kind of weird, but and so that has to do with like overcoming and achieving and fighting evil, but subsuming it, diverting it, and using it for good.
And like almost like as soon as like you start to see these like pretty like horrific like visions of people dying that you also see it's almost like someone like wipes their hand through like almost like a mist, and like the scene changes for you and you see someone pulling what looks like almost like a sword, right? You see someone pull something out of like the darkness, and it's bright, and you see them like slay these like dark creatures, and it's almost as if you are like you're seeing this person go against everything that you saw before. All the darkness is being slain. Your friend is being saved, and you see someone like holding up this sword, but also making a sacrifice of someone else.
Can I ask a question? The king card, was he standing in a circle or something? I didn't see it very well.
Yeah, I couldn't see
I don't know. I
it.
shuffled it.
I'm on
back
my
in.
phone tonight because of tech issues, so that's why I'm having some small issues. I can't be in the chat either, anybody.
Give me a minute. I shuffled it back in, I believe, so I've lost it here.
Not a problem.
Oh, that's the knight. I can also, the book has a bit of a description of what the image shows. Also, I could read that if I can't find it here real quick. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you can see it.
It's like a
It's
nest.
It's like a nest.
It's like a nest of, there's like these
geese.
yeah.
These birds. So yeah,
It's
I like-
circular.
yeah.
So you also see visions of another seal that was in the ground in the basement of the school, inside a large empty rundown space with old machinery in it, and it's starting to glow. And that's where the scene with the person with the sword resolves to.
Yeah, I think you like. What do you do when you finish seeing all this?
So I feel like it breaks at some point, right?
Yeah.
Where like I snap out of the abyss here. Now, do I gain a token for gazing into the interconnected nature of the abyss, or is this the abyss playbook? Because that's a weak move.
Did you do that to trigger it?
I mean, I get like I
would say you gain a token.
I was
if that's one of your moves.
Yeah. So I snap out of it. I'm like, what the heck was Mac, you all right? turn over and I feel like Mac's right next to me, just like kind of like, all right, dude.
Grandma's gonna ask you if you learned what you needed to do.
Definitely saw stuff. There was a sword. We need a sword. The tower. Everybody was dying. It's a
That doesn't sound very
circle.
good.
Circle was glowing. Machinery run down. But there was a victory there, maybe?
Okay, that last part makes sense.
I look at Chloe, like, because me, you, and who else was there? Enid.
In the school basement?
Yeah,
We all were in
We
the
all were
school
there.
We were all
basement.
we're
there.
all there. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so first of all, a lot of this shit doesn't mean what you think it means. So you see something with a sword doesn't mean they're winning or losing. It's symbolic. So don't worry about that, trust fund.
Yo, but
But
do I
that
get
last one,
No, listen, I think it means I get a sword, right?
You would think that.
maybe symbolically. So stop waving it around right now.
What do you
But that last one makes sense. There's one more seal. If that one gets open, we're screwed.
what do you see? What do you mean a seal? What are you talking about?
You were there. The seal, the glowing lines and runes on the floor of the dirt floor in the sub basement at the school.
Yeah, I saw you eat some dude, man. Fucking gross.
That's a
I
janitor who
mean,
killed
that's
Enid,
rude.
and he's back from the dead. So yeah, he deserves to be eaten. But whatever.
I
There's
mean,
another seal, and
I'm
if they
gonna
get that
agree
seal
with
open, the town's not protected anymore.
I'm gonna agree with Alex for once. That was pretty gross. You ate a dead guy.
Callie's-
Wait. Can somebody just write this down, please? Like, dude agreed with me?
What's Callie doing?
Callie's coming back from changing her clothes. What did I miss? Apparently, I missed something important because Alex wants us to write it down.
I don't.
Yo, Crow agreed with me, Callie. Can you believe that?
Don't overreact about it.
I don't
I don't
really understand it yet. Lucian's gonna like lean
Yeah.
over. I'm just gonna like look at your outfit and say, "Oh, look, you look nice."
If you
Very
say
lesbian
so.
chic.
I kind of like the new look.
See, I told you.
Okay. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just old.
The tower could be the water tower. Could be the church steeple that's in the sunken part of town.
For
The
all
flooded town.
it could be the airport
Yeah,
or even the school.
yeah, the chimney stack.
Mm.
Whatever. Hey, so Grandma, you said we have work to do. What's going on? Let's get down to it.
Well, what did the cards tell him?
Cars told him he's supposed to have a sword.
Crow just starts laughing.
That's not necessarily true, and you know that.
That's why I tried to tell him.
Yo, Mac, look this up. Dude, look this up for me, okay? And I'm gonna just kind of dictate to him like some of the stuff I saw, like the machinery, the like empty space, that room like where the seal was. I forget what else you said, Tim, as far as what was kind of there, like kind of this
That's a
abandoned.
pencil factory, guys.
Mm.
I feel like Mac, after you say this, yeah, he shows me a picture. Yeah, that's on his phone, right? Like, yeah, that's the pencil factor. But yeah, he's totally got it.
Good job, man.
Grandma's gonna say maybe you could start there.
Pencil factory. Okay. I feel like Grandma's giving me a look, and I'm just like, okay. Well, lead the
The
way.
last seal is in the pencil factory.
Lead the
Lucian's
way.
gonna say Chloe would
fearless
know.
leader.
Looks like we get to go on a grand tour of Appleseed Valley.
Where is the pencil factory from here?
It's number 9, I believe.
Well, it's not that far.
It's across the river.
And through the woods.
And through the woods.
You can get some pizza on the way.
Yeah,
We could.
or go bowling.
Lucian's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm hungry."
It's always good to eat up before some heavy duty work.
Pizza sounds good.
Lucian's gonna look
You-
at you and be like, "What is that?" Lucian's whispered, "What does that mean for you?" to Chloe.
What, heavy duty work?
Heavy
Can you eat pizza?
pizza.
I'm hungry.
Pizza's food.
I mean,
Food. Hungry.
it's not like you can't eat anything that isn't
Mm,
like blood.
Oh
no.
God. Oh man. I cannot get that image out of my head now. Oh.
Of
Hey, trust
what?
fund, you know
That
why
was
we have
pretty
a-
fucked up. That was
I
pretty
Trust
mean-
fund, you know why my family has a chicken farm?
Oh God.
Do you ever wonder if you lost a dog where it went?
I don't
Oh.
do dogs.
Shh.
We don't have dogs. I mean, we're not a dog household. We're cat people, but I mean, cats aren't cool like dogs. So I mean, nobody wants to see the president and their first cat. Like, so yeah. Anyway, sorry. If you guys want pizza, I can treat. And I mean, I got my car out with the tight fit. There's what, and I'm like counting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. Man.
I can meet you there.
Okay. You sure? Wait, is this a race? You think you could beat me there? Oh, this is gonna be.
I might get there first.
This, dude,
He's very he's very fast.
Chloe. I've been looking for an excuse to drive fast and take chances for a little while now.
Don't hurt my friends.
Somebody's gonna have to lay across someone's lap in the back seat, though. So
Lucian's gonna say, "I got my bike, so I'm not leaving that here."
Do you realize Enid's a ghost, right?
oh
Somebody's gonna sit
yeah,
on her?
sorry, Enid.
I don't take up much space.
Do you?
It's
Yeah.
really
way to hurt her
inconsiderate of you.
feelings, Alex. Way to hurt her feelings.
What do you mean?
We're having a lot of fun with Immortal, aren't we?
It's okay. I'll lay across Enid.
What? I don't.
Enid, you can ride in the front with me if you want. I'm sorry. I forgot your. Is it something I said that's so funny?
Yes. Crow just like walks outside and he like looks at Alex and Mac Attack and he like is like, it's time to leave.
Yeah. How are you getting there?
You said you're driving them.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking
racing you.
dude. I'm gonna slap you on the back. Like, get in.
I like rub my shoulder and get in the back.
For a guy with a
I'm going
sense
to
of humor.
dramatically take off my trench coat. Remember, I'm not wearing a t-shirt because I mopped the blood up with it.
Right. Yep.
So I'm going to be bare chested in my jeans and my headband. Throw my trench coat in the back of the car.
but you're not getting in.
No, I'm racing you.
All right. So who's getting in the car? Lucian, you're taking your bike. Chloe,
Yeah, I'm
you're
definitely-
apparently racing me. So I pictured that. I pictured.
I feel like Callie's gonna get in the car because she wants to see this race.
Callie could probably beat everybody too.
Probably. Maybe that's another.
Enid floats over to Chloe and goes, "Can I just hold on to your back?"
Yeah. Go for a ride.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to find a way that this is someone's lure, but I can't make it work.
You'd always give me something.
Yeah, you already got my shirt, didn't you? You?
Yeah.
I think that happened last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone could get a token from me if because whenever someone invites you in or demonstrates a new depth of trust in you, they gain a token.
I mean,
So
Eden is getting on your back.
yeah, we could argue
I'm
that
trusting you.
Enid's getting a token.
Yay.
You ready?
What kind of car you got?
So I don't think we established it, but I've just had this image in my head since I first established his character that he would have some sort of a Aston Martin.
Okay. I think you did say that.
Yeah, and I was looking
Yeah.
up different, and I can't remember like one of the newer ones, like an Aston Martin Vantage,
Okay.
if I'm thinking of it correctly.
Okay.
So it's a legit fast car that like, oh, it's only like $140,000 car. I thought it was more than that for some reason.
Only 140.
I'm sitting in the
Only.
back and I'm ripping out a piece of paper out of a notebook that's in my hoodie. And I'm putting a piece of hair in there and I'm like folding it up.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Crow, do I want to be in this car if you're
You're okay.
What you're doing? Okay. Okay.
Maybe you want to get on the
'cause
bike
I'm-
with Lucian.
I mean, you
I'm
can ride my
tired of
bike.
running-
Like Crow like puts his arm
Chloe's
like
ridden
so
my bike.
Get in the bitch seat.
Crow puts his arm across and he's like, "You're okay."
Wait, who's in the back?
It would
'Cause-
me and Crow would be in the back of the
With-
car.
and Mac
Well-
Attack, right? Or is Mac Attack in the front? Because
I'm assuming Mac Attack's in the front.
Yeah, I'm assuming Mac Attack's in the passenger seat next to the driver.
Y'all can decide however you want. I'm gonna take a regular move as I'm kind of like revving up the engine. I'm using he him pronouns. I'm taking a total guy move right here. So as I'm like kind of revving up and like looking out the window at Chloe just kind of standing there like, "You ready? Like, come on, what's going on here?" And I'm going to take a regular move and I am going to turn someone on by being provocative and or confident. And I'm just going to look back at Callie in the back seat.
That's gonna be so awkward.
It's gonna be so awkward.
So awkward.
Like, don't forget to buckle up back there.
Oh god.
I'm gonna
I need to know how Callie responds. This is fantastic.
Allie's gonna grab the seatbelt and look really confused. Safety first. Really confused.
so
I'm gonna take a regular move and take action, leaving myself vulnerable by whispering to Chloe, how it scares me when Crow and Alex fight, because I know that we need both of them for this to work. And there could be doom for all of us if they continue to fight like this. And she starts like crying and trembling as she like sets herself like on your back.
And the wheels squeal and I peel out.
I'm gonna cast a perfect spell. And I'm going to bind Alex from doing harm from us, from speeding, because I'm afraid like this dude is gonna like crash into somebody.
Are
So
you
what-
keeping
are
him
you
from
putting
doing
us-
harm, or are
are
you
you-
limiting his speed?
I'm
Yeah.
limiting his speed.
You fucking asshole.
Don't forget to decrease your tokens, by the way.
Oh yeah, I got him in front of me.
Justin's like, come
I'm
on,
down
I'm
to
trying to
3.
look cool here.
Yeah, I'm
You
trying
just
totally
turned
trying to be
someone on.
you,
Yeah.
Try to.
you peel out and you start going, and I get concerned, and I'm just like, nope, I'm not dying in this car.
I'm going to start running at like a human speed. Like you see, like you just disappear down the road.
Crow, did you slow us down to like the like slower than slow?
No,
Just
like the
normal.
speed
Okay.
limit. That's it.
Okay.
Like maybe like 5 miles. I want him to feel like he's, going somewhere. So maybe 5 miles past the speed limit.
Okay.
I mean, are you magically saying we won't get hurt, or magically limiting him? You can. Yeah.
Yeah. It's binding someone from doing harm. So like limiting the speed limit so he can't like accidentally like
Crash us
cause
into
harm to all
something.
of us. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
And then I'm going to start catching up.
Dude, I'm seriously concerned about like what's going on with my car right now. Like I know it should be going.
Alex, I thought this car was fast.
You told me to buckle up.
Oh yeah. Buckle
Um,
up. I start
Does Chloe pass?
buckling
does
myself
Chloe
up.
pass the car? How's
No.
this?
First I say to Enid, those guys will work it out. Don't worry. And then I catch up to the car, and I'm just going to kind of run alongside. Crow, how you doing there? How's the ride?
Pretty safe.
Good. Alex, glad to see you're taking care of my friends.
I've got like, you see me like shifting gears. Like I've got like, it's like floored. I'm like, Matt, oh, come on.
I mean,
You should really take this thing to the shop.
let's do the long loop outside of town so we go 55.
I'm sure once you get out, it'll work better.
You hit the highway, and I'm keeping pace with you.
Is there a highway in this tiny little town?
Well, there's
I'm
a
sure
country
in the
highway.
outskirts.
Not like a highway, like interstate. Like when you're out like a state road. Where speed limit is 55.
County road?
Yeah.
County road, state road. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Lucian to ride by on the bike too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is like.
That I was trying to figure out when if Chloe was passing them or not. Because if not, and if you're gonna ride on the other side, then I was gonna come up on the driver's side and like blow by Alex and just kind of wait.
I look at Crow with a little bit of a questioning look.
I just kind of like look the other way.
I thought this would be a challenge. Looking at Crow, and I sprint ahead to catch up with Lucian.
Maybe I could do something when we stop to make your car faster.
I was going to spend a token, but I didn't need to because of what Crow did.
I'm gonna stop trying to drive fast, and I'm like, I don't know.
Are we
Do you guys want to listen to anything?
We're headed to the pizza place, right?
Do you have the Bee
Oh, the pizza
Gees?
place or the pencil factory?
The
Pizza.
We're
pizza
gonna
place
get food
first.
Oh, okay.
We'll get
Callie
there.
says she's hungry after
Yeah.
running from the school all the way out to the woods.
Lucian, let's order while we're here waiting.
Yeah, I get there and I'm standing outside with my next to my bike. Chloe, you need to walk up.
I need what?
I said we get to the pizza place at the same time.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course, Enid's there.
Oh, I can't go in. They got my coat.
Oh, right. I guess we wait.
No shirt.
No shares, no service.
Right. Lucian's gonna kind of lean on their bike and just kind of prepare to wait then.
Enid talks to Chloe. I can't eat food.
I know. You can enjoy hanging out with us. Not everybody can see you, right?
Yeah, I miss eating food.
Yeah.
So we'll still get you something.
I guess you're used to. I mean, do you eat, Chloe?
I eat. Yeah, I like food.
Yeah.
Yeah, food's good.
I feel like you guys just kind of standing there talking. Then I pull up and like I get out. I'm gonna take a weak move and throw a temper tantrum after someone who refuses to respect your power authority makes a point of not aligning with you. But I'm just gonna do. I just want to do the temper tantrum part. But it's like I pop the hood on the car, like I'm looking under it, like I'm kind of just like
Can you describe the inside of your car?
nice.
Nice.
Corinthian leather, hardwood trim, you know.
Do you have
Fancy.
like scented stuff in your car?
Crow
Fancy
wants
like
to take something.
I
I was
New
expecting
car
Crow to like cut
smell.
a piece of the chair out. The
Gotta have
seat.
something hanging from the mirror.
Yeah, I mean I'm like, well, if you want to rummage through the glove box or something.
I don't think I would do something so obvious.
Yeah.
Even if you are distracted, like looking through your looking at your car and like checking it out.
All right. Actually, as I'm looking at it, like the Aston Martin Vantage is like a coupe. It's like a 2-seater, so that may not be like the best car to do this with.
This is
Yeah.
this is the new edition.
Yeah. It's a family. model.
Customized just for the Price family.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Someone gonna go order some pizza.
Callie's getting out of the car and walks over to Lucian and says, "Next time I'm running with you." That was lame.
Lucian's gonna say, "Yeah, you're always welcome to." Was it not okay?
Bro's
Did
still
you
in the
enjoy
car.
yourself?
It was kind of entertaining. But
Why
I'm
is he-
hungry.
Why is he so upset?
Something's wrong with his car. He couldn't go as fast as he wanted.
Oh, well, I don't know what to do about that.
Get my coat.
You would think you would have like maintenance people who are on that kind of thing.
You would think so.
Tim, I would say like my backpack's probably in the back seat. That would have just thrown it back there after school.
I'm
'Cause
good.
After school, we ran from the school.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I get. If you even had it when you
'Cause
went
I
down
think
to
I
the-
split up from you guys earlier,
Right.
and then met back up.
Mhm.
If you have like your like something small in there, like doesn't matter what it is as long as it's yours, I would probably take it.
How about like a vote for Alex pin?
Oh yeah, absolutely, that would happen. That would go right in my pocket.
I go order 6 extra large pizzas.
Oh,
Well, I need 1. Callie needs 1. Well, 2 each. You know. So
Are
I,
you
I,
still?
I put on Alex's tab. I look out the window and wave at Alex.
Mhm.
You see
Did
me
you
just
go
like,
in ahead of everyone?
like my head is like
Or-
under the hood of the car.
Yeah.
Alex, okay.
Although, is this a front engine or rear engine vehicle?
Who's all still outside?
I'm still in the car.
Okay.
Callie, did you come in with me?
I think so. I think I followed you in because I'm hungry too.
Okay.
I figure you and I will eat 3 or 4 together.
Alex or Crow, are you still in the
Burning
car?
off a lot of
Yeah,
energy
I'm still
today.
sitting in the car. I'm just like watching you like
I feel like there's this
flip
awkward
out.
moment as I like close the hood and I just like look through the windshield and you're just like sitting in the back, like just kind of looking back out.
Is it sunny out?
I wave at you like
I think it's late. It's already dark because it was after school
Is it dark?
Couple-
Okay.
a few hours ago.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Was it after school? Because we had just gotten to school when the whole
Oh yeah, that's
thing
right. Because we
started.
left school.
We left
Oh, it's
school in the
daytime.
first 5 minutes of school.
That's
Or
Oh,
like,
it's daytime.
yeah.
I didn't take off my coat then. I need that.
so. Yeah, I'm gonna take my weak move of stealing something unattended. While I'm like waving at you, I reach into your bag and like take the pin and put it into my pocket, and I'm gonna get out of the car. Did you fix it? I was really looking forward to like seeing how fast it could go.
Yeah,
Lucian has gone inside and has chosen a table by a window since it's sunny out. And he's going to sit like as close to the window as possible.
I'm sitting like at a different table. The sun's not shining.
I'm gonna go inside and pretty much like just make myself invisible, just like leaning up against the wall somewhere. Not like visibly like invisible, but I'm just like a wallflower.
Sinking
right now.
into the background.
Yep. Just watching everything.
Jody, my cousin says hi.
I'm going to take a regular move and I'm going to forget what world I'm interacting with. And since I am sitting like in the vicinity of the warm sun, I am basically sunning and have kind of like, I'm like not paying attention and kind of like in a trance. I don't know what the unexpected consequence is yet. But that's what I'm doing while I wait for this pizza.
So there's an unexpected consequence for this.
Yeah.
What if someone from your family comes in?
What if your scales start to show?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, both things could happen, I suppose.
Maybe your family coming in makes you like kind of freak out for a second and like scales show.
I was thinking this: when you start stunning, you just kind of relax a little too much
Yeah.
and drop a little bigger glamour.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, the family adds extra stuff we don't exactly need right now.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, so some scales start to appear.
What's everybody else doing? While this,
I'm gonna leave the car now. I'm gonna kind of turn to Mac and be like, "Yo, tell them we're getting pizza," and I'll like turn and walk in.
Yeah, Lucian is so relaxed that they're gonna fall asleep because they're sunning.
What's Enid doing?
She's staying outside of the pizza factory.
Pizza factory?
I mean, the pizza shop. What is it? Pizza
Yeah,
place?
Jody's Pizza.
It's
Jody's Pizza.
I
She's staying outside of Jody's Pizza, and she's just thinking about how it felt to eat, and how she can no longer feel that anymore, and is just gonna like quietly cry as she thinks about that.
I think if I see that, because I could see Enid normally. If I see that, I think I go outside as Alex is coming in.
I'm gonna say that I saw it as well. Like as I'm walking in, I see her just kind of standing there. Is this an awkward moment as we both stop next to Enid?
Yeah.
Ah,
And it's gonna be like, hey, Enid, you gonna come sit? You could come sit at my table if you want.
Enid, have you ever tried to possess someone?
What
Uh,
oh no.
question is that, Crow?
uh,
Do you want to see if you could taste food again?
oh, oh my
Whoa.
God.
What?
Crow,
But
knock it off.
knock what off?
I can't eat, Alex. I'm
But I can.
not alive.
And I'm like offering myself like try it.
Whoa.
Really?
Is-
I've I've never done that before. I don't even know if I can. There could be consequences or something. I could hurt you. I don't want to do that.
Well, what if I help you with my magic?
All right, listen, you two can do whatever you want. Listen, Enid, if you want to sit at my table, go right ahead. But if you're gonna do it inside of that guy's body, just forget about it. All right, and I'm gonna walk inside.
Dick.
Crow. You know we need him. You heard the fairies.
I'm not saying he has to go anywhere.
Like we could be doomed. Like this whole city, Appleseed Valley, could go down because you're fighting with him.
Well, I'll make a deal with you. If the city's going to go down anyway, maybe. Wouldn't you want to try pizza at least one more time? I'll stop fighting with them. I'll try.
I appreciate you trying. I know it may not be the easiest thing for you.
Did you see
Um,
what he drives? I'm just like kind of like picking on him a little bit, but like also looking like maybe I should ease up a little bit. Like you can see it like visibly in my like mannerisms.
I I don't know what to say, Crow.
Do it.
I feel bad for him. I mean, I know he has everything, but he is immortal, who doesn't have your abilities.
He probably has the best life. He doesn't have to deal with all this.
Yeah. I don't know. I used to be jealous of people like him, but after I died, it just seems like none of that matters anymore. I don't want to possess you until I speak to Chloe first.
I turn around and go right inside and grab grab Chloe by the shoulder. We gotta talk.
Right. Okay. That's when I'm going to notice Lucian. I'm going to take off my coat and throw it over Lucian.
Uh,
I'm going to tuck it over Lucian.
yeah, it's so that is going to wake Lucien up from their low
What is
power
Alex
nap.
doing right now?
I'll whisper scales and I turn around and head out the door.
Yeah, Lucian's gonna like jump like up and be like super embarrassed and just kind of like slouch in this at this table.
Callie's gonna come
Jumping-
over with a pizza and just start eating the pizza because it's a pizza.
Is it good?
Can
It's
I
good
ha-
pizza.
Super embarrassed. And like,
Can I have a
good.
slice?
No, Crow, get your own pizza. Chloe got
We've
like
got
six
six.
pizzas.
Can I have a slice?
That's a lot of pizza.
Like as we're walking out, I'm kind of reaching for
Right,
a
because we're by the
box.
window.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
grab
gotta
a.
stand-
I'm gonna grab a slice as I'm trying to usher Chloe outside.
What the fuck, dude? I said no.
I'll return it.
Callie's just gonna shove the pizza box at you and get another one of the pizzas and bring it over.
Lucian's just gonna watch Chloe eat.
Don't get between a werewolf and its food.
Is that how people always eat?
He's just watching, super embarrassed, and is just staring because Chloe caught them.
I'm
Which is, not
imagining
intentional.
Lucian trying to eat pizza, just be like,
Yeah,
So Lucian's not going to eat.
They don't have no New York
because
style pizza there.
Lucian doesn't need to eat very often.
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's right.
Because snakes don't eat very often.
Right.
Yeah.
So Lucian doesn't eat in public.
Does
It's okay.
Chloe,
The whole piece is for Callie. So
Yeah, you look
I
like
go
you
out. I
enjoy
go out with
yourself.
you and sit in the shadow of one of the cars.
I kind of wave Enid over.
Yeah, Enid comes over as soon as she sees Chloe, and she's just kind of floating beside Chloe.
I'm gonna say at this point, as you guys are going over to do that, you see Reggie and Cass, the rest of my gang, come to the pizza place, and they come in, and the four of us are at our own table next to where everybody else is, where Lucian and Callie are.
I feel the same way, Kat.
My cat is scratching at the door.
I was like, is that my cat?
my cat says, "I want pizza."
What's important? What was so important, Crow? Here, have a slice.
I'm not eating the slice. I'm just holding it.
Chloe,
Yeah.
Crow had an idea that I'm afraid of. and I told him
That
that
fits.
that fits with Crow. That I probably shouldn't follow through with that unless you think it's a good idea.
Well, in general, crows, they've been trained well.
Yeah, well, so you know how I was saying that I um I miss eating food?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crow suggested I possess their body and eat food
Crow, you're a
using their
genius.
body.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
Well, they are pretty wonderful, but I'm worried about the consequences. I don't want to do damage to them. Have you heard of anybody doing that?
Ghosts inhabiting other people's bodies? Yeah.
well, if I get indigestion from the pizza, I'll just blame the pizza.
I mean, they made a lot of bad movies about ghosts possessing people. That stuff's not really true, but
Could I harm them though?
well, if you made them jump off a cliff or something.
Please
I,
don't do that.
I oh, um, I no.
But you could eat pizza. And I'm like holding up like this floppy piece of pizza. You could smell it again.
There's so many things I could do. I well, I guess if you're giving me permission, but I don't even know how to start. I don't. How would that even work?
I tried to like reach out for your hand. Like I can't grab it, but I'm like trying to like hold your hand. And I'm gonna tell you to like concentrate on me. And I think I'm gonna like pull out something of Enid's that I would have, and I'm gonna hold it like it's in the palm of my hand that's trying to like hold your hand. And I'm gonna channel like that energy from you to me. And I'm gonna chant in tongues and cast a perfect spell to pretty much have you have control of my body.
And Enid feels herself suddenly like pulled into your body, and Chloe will see that Enid is no longer there, but there's just Crow. And
You're holding a
look,
piece of pizza. And what's the thing that I have that was yours?
I would say that it was a drawing of you that Enid drew of you before she passed away.
Okay.
Enid, when you inhabit Crow's body, this is the abyss, right? It's like the world goes from black and white to technicolor. Not literally, because you see things on the spectrum that because you're a ghost, but it like snaps into focus and a new, different vividness that you haven't seen for a while. And all of a sudden, you feel warm on your flesh as the sun is shining down on you. And you hear the crunch of the gravel in the parking lot beneath your feet. Feel the shifting. And you cry. And you feel a tear slide down your cheek.
I didn't know I could feel like this. I wow, this is incredible. And I'll bring the slice of pizza to my face and I'll just be just like sniffing it in, just like taking it in, and I'll be just like just starting to eat it.
You can, when you smell it, you can feel the smell move through your body. You know, like it's literally winding its way through your body. When you eat it, it explodes in like to colors and sound, not just taste.
Wow. Where is Crow while I'm doing all this? Is Crow
Right there.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it like he's looking through my eyes but I'm in control of the body? Is it kind of like that?
Crow, it's like you're in a dream,
Mm.
right? You can see things and things are happening, but you can't really choose what to do about it.
Okay.
Things are happening without your
Yeah.
agency.
So I imagine like I'm seeing like this pizza like come right to my face, and I'm like, I imagine like my reaction would be like, whoa, 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 whoa. But I'm not moving like that. I'm
Right.
getting closer to it, and I'm like attacking the pizza because it's like I don't, do I feel anything?
Again, like in a dream where you kind of sometimes you feel it or feel like the warmth of the cheese and the sauce, but it's familiar and unfamiliar at the same time.
Yeah, like I'm just like I start to calm myself again, like, and I'm trying to remember that this is not about me, that this is about Enid, and I'm just like accepting whatever's happening.
You ever do lucid dreaming where you know that it's a dream and you have more conscious control?
Yeah.
It shifts into a lucid dream state
Mm-hmm.
where your hand moves in sequence and
Yeah.
you now see and feel yourself moving in conjunction with Enid.
Chloe.
That pizza tastes so good to both of you.
And so after I finish the pizza, like when I talk, it's Crow's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Crow's voice. And I'm just like, Chloe, this is incredible. I've never experienced anything like this before. It's almost like I'm alive again. I can't believe it. And she's like smiling and crying at the same time. I
Among
don't know.
friends,
How long do I have, do you think?
probably not too long each time you do it, but I bet you can do it again.
Well, I need to make the most of this time. And she's gonna walk into Jody's pizza. So Alex, what are you doing?
The four of us are at a table eating pizza. I'm talking to like the other members of my gang. You hear me describing some sort of sword, and Cass like taking notes, kind of sketching it for me as I'm trying to describe what it looks like. Where you see Reggie also is taking notes about, as I'm kind of like dictating a little bit around them, trying to come up with a plan of what we need.
And you see Crow coming right up to your table. Hey, 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 Alex. This is Crow. I'm Crow.
What do you want now, man?
I want to apologize for every mean thing I've ever said to you. I was in the wrong. I am at fault. I'm really grateful that you're here with us. And I hope that we can wipe the slate clean and just be friends. Yeah? Can can we be friends?
You, I'm gonna look at like Callie and the other table. See if she's
What? Callie can sense anyone looking at her, so what?
He's like,
um
gotta be so weird when Lucian just stares.
It's like, okay.
d- yeah, I mean,
You accept my apology?
are you
I mean, he's acting weird. They're acting weird. Like, but
I'm gonna spend a token. This is extremely weird. I'm not sure how this works exactly. But I am using the strong move. Players got game. Get exactly what you want from someone. And I'm just gonna like put out my hand for like a handshake and be like, "Listen, dude, just cut the shit and we're cool. All right." Yeah. I'll like meet your hand and be like,
Enid, you're feeling your grip start to slip.
Remember my apology. Please.
You can extend the hand for the shake still.
do you need?
Okay, DM question. Do you shake hands?
Yeah, I shake his hand.
All right.
But it's very awkward and it's shaky. And it's not the type of grip you would expect Crow to give. It's a very like feminine, like gentle type of grip.
All
So,
right.
Crow, you've been aware of this going on. You've heard everything.
Yeah.
As Enid slips out of you.
And I feel like I'm like, oh,
God.
fuck.
No.
You're shaking hands with Alex.
Yeah. I like just like smack your hand away. Fucking.
All right, dude.
And where does Enid appear? Like out his back or
Next to him?
next to him?
I'm gonna pull a weak move and I'm gonna say, dude, don't ever touch me again, man, or you're gonna pay for it. And I'm gonna go walk away and I'm gonna look at Enid. I hope that was worth it. And I'm gonna go sit down next to Lucian and like just put my head down. Like I pull my hood from my hoodie over my head and just do what Lucian's doing and like laying down.
Like would I have seen you kind of then like appear next to him or like split off from him?
Oh.
What do you guys think? I'll lay that up to the other players or GMs/GMs in this. Like, would I have like, do we want to play that like Alex figures out what just happened or that I'm oblivious?
It's narratively better if you don't figure out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's narratively
Yeah.
better.
Like she comes out the backside of
Yeah.
Crow.
Okay, that makes more sense then. Yeah. I mean, I feel I was gonna say if it was like the side. I feel like I'm not an idiot, right? Like
I forgot
Yeah.
I forgot you can see her now.
yeah.
And also, we were just talking about it outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Enid's suddenly there and she's just like that was very awkward.
Here's the other thing. Can Cass and Reggie and Mac Attack see Enid?
Right.
I'm gonna say that. Oh, can they see her in general?
And
I think-
have you
no,
told
it's only
them
this-
everything?
It's only the 5 of us that can see Enid now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna walk by on my way to the t-shirt rack to buy a t-shirt, and I'll take up. I'll give you a rain check on. No, I'll give you a makeup on that race, dude.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What? There's something wrong with my car. I don't know what.
Yeah. Things happen. We'll do it again.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
fun.
you won fair and square, I guess. I mean, it's kind of cool what you did.
Side effect of my life.
I mean, it's pretty fucking cool.
One of the good side effects.
I am going to. I'm going to spend another token. And I'm going to make someone feel strong, confident, beautiful, complete. No, that was really cool. What you did. I didn't expect it to be that. Anyway, yeah,
I appreciate it.
rain check would be really great. Once I get the car figured out, I guess.
For sure. I think there might be some tokens going around here because Enid, someone witnessed you satiating a desperate hunger for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Literally a hunger
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
case. So I think is maybe both Crow and me.
Should get
And-
a token. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Alex, someone kind of used your lure and trying to be part of your crowd.
Who
But I don't
did?
know if it goes to Enid or Crow.
I would give it to Enid.
Yeah. So I was thinking.
I gave her a chance to be part of my crowd and sit at my table. She decided to possess someone instead. So
Well, but she made Crow try and be part of your crowd in a way.
Get along.
I don't know if I want to give Crow another token to just use against me.
Yeah, I honestly would just give it to Enid. It makes more sense that Enid gets it.
Goes to Enid, yeah, for the play in it.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Cool.
And I'm gonna go buy a T-shirt for Jody's because I want to stay in the restaurant. Then Jody's Pizzeria T-shirt, and I'll sit down wherever there's not sun shining in the window and eat a whole pizza and give Callie a second one.
Enid's gonna look awkwardly at Alex and then walk away. And she's gonna make her way over to Crow and just like whisper, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. It
Nah, it was fucking genius.
did it for a reason.
Wait, what I did or
Yeah,
Crow's idea?
looking at
Oh.
Enid.
Oh. Thank you. I thought I'd help him out. I'd help them out and just do it for them.
I think Crow kind of like curses to himself under his breath. He stands up and like kind of rolls his eyes and then goes to walk over to Alex And he just like sticks his hand out.
We already did this, man. Like,
Just do it.
what? Sure. Like,
I shake his hand. I roll my eyes where like that whole table can see me doing it, and I'm like, I just walk away.
you don't want to tell me to not fucking touch you again now?
I like stop for a second, take a real deep breath. I just like stand there for a minute with my eyes closed, like picturing things. And I just like walk back to where Lucian is and I put my head back down on the table. Gonna regret that. And I like
You
just pull my
okay?
I give you
You
the
okay?
the scrunch on the head thing I used to do when you were 5.
You see me like turn to Mac, and I'm like, did you get that? Cool, we'll use that later. All right.
So I don't think I knew Callie was a werewolf until just now. So I say, so how long?
About a year.
Ah, rookie.
I'm assuming compared to you.
Oh, you're all rookie.
Seems like you've been around for a while.
6,000 years.
Are you sitting near us now?
Yeah.
Or are you yelling this across
I'm sitting next right next.
He's sitting
He's like-
sitting
he's
kind of
over-
I've
out
been here
of the sun.
for 6,000 years.
He's been in t-shirts. Over 6,000 years I've been alive.
6,000 years.
I say it really quietly at the table.
Really
6,000.
unfortunate that it's not over 9,000 though.
Mhm.
Glad to meet you again. Callie.
Thanks. Today's been weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of thought I was the only weird one in this place.
And I like lean over and I say, if you ask me, Alex is the weirdest one. And I just like put my head back down.
You might not be wrong.
Crow still has pizza sauce on his face, just to mention.
I don't think I realize it. Like I think it's just there now. It lives in my skin.
I got to try pizza.
Was it good?
It was really, really good.
This pizza's good. As there's like a pizza gone, and like the next one is already like
Like
partway
halfway
gone.
through the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Lucian with my head down, why aren't you eating?
I ate earlier.
What did you eat?
What day of the week is it?
What day is? I don't know if we've ever established.
I mean,
what day of the week it
earlier,
is.
I mean, Lucian's not lying, saying
What day of the week is it? I'm asking. Context.
Thursday.
Yeah, I was
Say-
thinking
Okay,
Thursday
it's
too.
a Thursday.
I go
That's
Monday.
because we were like sharing a body for a minute.
I mean, my
Yes, we were sharing a body.
Lucian's gonna kind of look over at Pro and say, I eat at home. I ate earlier.
What?
Meals that my parents make.
Do
It
you
wasn't pizza.
eat rats?
Wait, do we know that?
What?
No one. Do people know?
What?
Who knows that Lucian's a snake?
Everybody
I-
knows.
everyone
we saw,
here
We
now.
saw everybody turn.
It's true.
We saw
It's right.
everyone turn.
I think
Yeah.
everyone all at the same time goes, "What?"
What to eat? It's like eat rats.
That's
No.
that. My friend has a snake, and she feeds it rats.
I don't eat rats.
What do you eat?
Food that's made at my home.
Like
You guys would die if you ate it.
meatloaf?
You would die if you ate it.
No.
At least if you drank some of the snake bite, you'd die. Good stuff.
Rabbits.
Yeah, that's
Do you have venom?
I've heard of some snakes eating rabbits.
Do I have venom? Lucian is going to kind of look at Chloe and be like, why is he asking me that?
Crow like starts
Uh.
picking his head up now, and like looking at you like, "Do you?"
With pizza sauce still on his face.
Yeah, a
He's
rat
goth.
pizza.
They are goth and a witch. I say quietly, steadily to you.
I don't know if I have venom.
Have you
Lucian
ever?
looks very uncomfortable and is like does not
Yeah.
want to answer that question.
Have
Kelly
you
is
ever
very
bitten
happy that the attention is not on her anymore, and is very happily continuing to eat some more pizza.
And Lucian's gonna be
feel
like,
like
how
at-
have you eaten so many slices
I told you I was
So much food.
hungry.
with so much food?
I ran all the way from the school to the woods. And when it takes a lot of energy to
okay.
shift and back.
I wouldn't know.
I couldn't eat that much food.
I couldn't a year ago.
So Lucian is going to take a strong move and is going to lean over to Crow and is going to softly whisper in Crow's ear, "You will not be taking anyone's venom." And the move reads, so it's through a soft whisper, convince someone to do something for you.
I think Crow kind of like scoots his chair over just a little bit. Kind of like puts his head down, but he's like now like keeping an eye on you.
It's like, yeah, as Lucian's like still whispering, like, they will kill you if they find you with any of that on you.
Okay. And I just like pull the hood back over my head.
I feel like at this point, Alex comes over.
I think he just kind of nods back. Okay.
Alex comes over from his table, and if you look up at all, you see like his kind of crew behind him, and he has a sketch of the sword, and he just kind of like down on the table. Listen, we got to find this. We should investigate that pencil factory, figure out what the heck's going on. See if we can stop it from happening. There's got to be something they need. And maybe this sword can help slay. I don't know. Listen, we've been working on a plan, trying to figure things out.
We did
Who is
they
he
know what's going
talking
on?
to?
I mean,
think Crow gets
Cat
up now and it's just like
Cass can make a good drawing. Like,
I feel like as you look up, Crow, I'm, dude, here, and I'm just gonna hand you a napkin.
I'm like super awkward about it. And I'm like, thank you. And I start like
You're Never mind.
I'm like now like wiping my face and like, oh, I'm like looking at Enid like wiping my face off now.
You guys were coming up with a plan for what comes next, right? Like,
Yeah, go to the pencil factory.
and
Yeah.
Make sure
that
they
was
don't,
the plan.
make sure they don't open the seal.
so what?
Or we don't accidentally activate it.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
we don't.
all right,
Good
all
point.
right.
Good point in it, Enid. Good point.
Yeah, that was a dumb dick move on my part. I know.
I'm sorry.
So we've got some research to do here, obviously. I am the one who probably knows the least about this here, but I've been having them do some research. There's been a lot of rumors in towns of different things.
Who's we?
I think
I think
it's
them over
friends?
there.
The entourage.
What do they know?
They know what I tell them.
What did you tell them?
I told them to do some research for me. What? Do you guys not trust me here or something?
Look, it's not that I don't trust you. I don't know if I trust them.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Who's buying pizza?
Oh, it's on your tab.
So you trust me enough to pay for the pizza. I see how it is.
No,
Thanks,
no.
I
guys.
didn't eat
I
any
got into
pizza.
I got into your car. You know, I do
Alex?
trust you there.
It's not about trust in you. It's about how many people know our stories.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here, okay? I'm just
Honestly, I don't either.
I like this town. I live in this town. It's a pretty chill place, really, as much as I complain about it sometimes. But
If your guys got research to do, why don't you send them off to the library or back home to the internet so they can get started, and we'll talk.
oh, we have cell phones.
They can look at the internet on their cell phone.
Yeah.
Want
We've
them
already-
to leave.
But I mean, if they go, I go.
Or
So
go sit over there. You know
Well-
things that we don't want our people to know.
Chloe, that's his resource.
It's fine.
I'm looking at Enid and I'm like sighing now because I think I'm like more sympathetic to this cause because of Enid being like almost like one with me now. I'm kind of like sighing, like rolling my eyes, like thinking about it, like, and I kind of like put my hand on Chloe's shoulder. I guess let them ride in the car with them.
That's not what I'm saying for right now, so we can talk. The more people that know my story, the more people want to kill me.
I understand that. So why don't we? Well, I'll go sit with them.
No, just tell them to go sit at their table, Alex.
actually, Alex, well, as you guys have been talking, Alex went up to like go pay for the pizza, and he's just gonna walk outside with his crew.
Oh, he's such a dick.
What? Lucian's gonna look at Callie and be like, "What just happened?" Is he
That's
mad?
actually pretty normal.
I'm just so
Yeah,
confused.
he's I think he's had a rough day.
I want him
and,
here. I just don't want his friends here.
I get that, Chloe. I don't exactly want everyone knowing about me either.
Wait, he's telling people?
I don't know what he's telling them.
We don't know. That's what we were trying to figure out. And then he got
people
hurt.
have already seen people. There have been people who have seen me. There have been people who
My
saw
parents aren't gonna like that.
a giant snake and a werewolf and a ghost. They saw the dead janitor. I mean,
To be fair, they only saw a wolf.
oh, okay. Well, it was a giant wolf though, right?
A big wolf.
We were
Really
in the
big wolf.
basement when we all transformed.
My
No,
well,
well,
fully slid like
there were other
went through
people who
town, but yeah.
transformed too. I think.
I think there might have been a few others. Yeah.
They've seen some supernatural stuff. Like it's
Well, there's a
Knock on the
way
window
to
at
deal with
Alex.
that.
I'm gonna
There's a way
take
to
a
deal with that.
I'm gonna take a regular move, and I'm gonna take action and leave myself vulnerable, and I'm gonna walk outside, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, we need to talk." Not them.
What do you?
Can you just like come back inside, leave your followers behind for a minute, and just come talk to us?
What are you so afraid of?
I'm not afraid of anything. What are you afraid of? Why can't you leave them?
They're my friends.
I understand that.
Do you?
I do.
Because all
Actually,
you've been trying to do today is be anything but my friend, and now you're trying to be my friend?
this is more than just us. And I think we need to come together and stop bickering at each other. I'll I'll like you see like Crow is like having a hard time now, like even saying any words. Crow reaches into his pocket like and hands you a pin that says vote for Alex. And I'm like, can we just go inside and talk? It'll be like 10 minutes. Please.
So I think at this moment, I'm gonna take a move from the social media setting.
Okay.
And anyone who has a cell phone, I don't know if Chloe carries a cell phone around with them. I don't know, but anybody else who carries cell phones, there's like
I would think Callie would definitely have one.
Oh, for sure.
Alert, a ding on your phone, and I'm gonna bring up new and unexpected information to the situation. And you see this little video on TikTok of Alex's car driving down the road and somebody like running really quickly past it. He's like, "Can you fucking believe this? Dude, did you see that? Did you see that? What the hell was that?"
Problem.
Like that's the narration on the video. Like, dude, that was like Alex and like somebody else. What was that? And maybe we'll end it there.
Yeah.
For the night.
That's a good one.
Asshole.
Well,